Hello, this is Elaine with Elaine's Creations, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this fun card with the Plentiful Plants bundle. Here's the Plentiful Plants bundle. It's part of the Bloom Where You're Planted suite. The suite includes the Bloom Where You're Planted Designer Series paper, and some of the dies cut out some of the images in the paper. So these pots right here cut out these 3 pots right here. So see this one right here and this one right here, and then this pot right here. So cool. Love it when the dies coordinate with the paper. We've got some nice leaves, and we've got gray bricks. And then the dies cut out some of these leaves as well. We've got this one right here, and we've got this one right here. That one cuts out this one right up here. This die also right here has an image that we can cut out as well. And you'll see that image in some of my other videos with my other cards. So make sure you check those out. And we've got this nice wood grain. Cinnamon cider brick. I love these vines. And then like a gray spotted. There's also this paper lattice. You get 10 of these in a package, and it's really thin, and you can color it whatever color you would like, but it comes in this sort of a little bit darker than crumb cake color. And you can see that I've used it on this card, half of it, and I've cut off the edges of half of it to put on the background. So I'll show you how I have put this card together. So I have started with a piece of evening evergreen cardstock that is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2 and folded in half. Then I have a piece of the Bloom Where You're Planted Designer Series paper, and I decided to have the wood planks run horizontally, and on the back side are all these fun plants, but we're gonna use this side here. So I'm just going to adhere this down. And then next, I have used a stitched rectangle, and this one is about 3/4 wide by 4 1/2. So that's the size basic white paper that you want to use to cut this one out. And it's got like a little bit of paper or something stuck to it. So I always have my sand eraser ready to kind of get things off, but it's not coming off. So we'll see if maybe the paper lattice that I have is gonna hide it. And then I'm going to just rub a little bit of soft sea foam on the back of the paper here. I'm just gonna grab, well, I'll grab from the dark side. I inked up just one side, so I have a light side and a dark side. It just allows me to have a color range in my palette here, and I'm just going to grab a little scrap paper. I like to kind of start on a scrap paper to see like how much ink I have. And, okay, so I'm just going to do very softly to start, and then maybe a little bit harder. Okay, just a little bit. You know, darker in the center, lighter around the edges. That's about it. Just a little highlight there in the middle. And then that's gonna go on dimensionals. And then, like I said, I cut one of the paper lattice in half, and then I cut off all the edges, and I'm just going to grab a scrap paper, and then I'm going to decide which way I want to be the front. I want this to be the front because I can kind of see the beveled edges of where it was cut, and then this side is flat. I don't see any beveled edges. So I'm going to do my little trick with just a tiny piece of a sponge dauber. I'm just going to grab some glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here, and I'm just going to sponge just, you know, a little bit of glue here and there. Just makes it super easy to put this on. Just get it on those things. And then don't have to take so much time gluing it. So I'm just going to glue this right down in the middle. Kind of wipe off some of the glue that gets in front. And there we go. Super quick, super easy. And if you want, you can kind of grab a wet wipe if you got any on your fingers. All right, so now we're going to decorate it with all the plants. Let me just get it on dimensionals first really quick. It's just fun to pop it up on dimensionals. So you've got that layering going, that extra pop. Okay, now we're gonna do the plants. So I've already stamped and cut out the plants. So I stamped this one in Evening Evergreen and this one in Just Jade. And then the pot I've done in Cinnamon Cider. And then I've cut out the hanging piece in Cinnamon Cider. And then this pot I have stamped and Cinnamon Cider. And this is in Cinnamon Cider, a lot of Cinnamon Cider. And then we've got this plant in Evening Evergreen. And then these two ferns are in Evening Evergreen and Just Jade. And I'm gonna offset those a little bit. So I'll bring back in the dies here so you can kind of see which ones I used in the stamp set. So I've used this stamp right here, and then this one for here, and then this pot and this hanging piece for this. And then I've used this stamp and this stamp for this. And then there's these dies, you get 2 of them, so you can cut out more at a time. And then this fern for this right here. You get a lot of different stamps and dies. You also have a lot of nice sayings too. I love having a thank you, and to a dear friend, love you, you touched my heart, a little note with the biggest thanks. So there's some sentiments that you could even put inside the card, which is nice too. All right, so to decorate, I'm going to start by, I like to use glue dots. They just make things easier. So I'm gonna use some glue dots to put some of these together. So I'm just gonna stick this one on a glue dot. Right there. And then I'm going to just adhere this one right on top, but I'm only going to put adhesive just right here. That's it. Because I'm going to want to tuck part of it into the hanging piece right here. And I'm going to do the same little trick. I'm just going to put some of that leftover glue just right kind of up here a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Because I'm going to tuck this little piece right in there. And this one's going to stay on the inside. And then I'm going to tuck the bottom, whoops, right there. So it looks like it's all tucked in there really nice and neatly. So cute. And then at the top, I'm gonna tie some twine. So we have this Baker's Twine Essentials pack, which is awesome because it comes with all the colors, all the neutral colors, black, vanilla, gray, crumb cake, and white. So I'm gonna use this crumb cake right here and just tie a bow right on the roll. Ding. And then I can just cut that. And then I'll attach that with the glue dot. So this is great because you get all of these colors. Okay, there we go. And now, of course, this gets put on dimensionals. So we'll probably do two. Do one here, do one down here. And then we'll put this up in this corner over here. So cute. Like it's hanging from the top here. A little twine. All right, and now down here, again, I'm gonna do little glue dots. I'm gonna roll them for the, what would these be called? Not sure. They're just little. So I'm just gonna roll the glue dots to make them a little bit thinner. Okay, so I think I put this one on first actually. So I gotta move the glue dot down a little bit. Okay, so put it on the left, and then we'll put this one on the right. There's our little pot of something. And then we'll do the same thing with this. Just roll the glue dot. Just put it on the bottom there, because I want as much of it showing as possible. And then we'll put some glue dots, I'm sorry, dimensionals on these as well. And then we'll stamp our sentiment. So this goes in the corner here. This is next to it. So cute. And I've just got a strip of basic white here. And I just made it long so that I can cut it wherever I want. I'm gonna use Evening Evergreen. And I'm gonna use the To a Dear Friend sentiment. Oops, that's thank you. To a Dear Friend. Let's get the right sentiment here. Let's try to stamp this straight. It's easier with photopolymer for sure. Yep, nice. And trim it about here. And of course this gets some dimensionals. I'll use the mini ones this time. Now I'm going to tuck that in here like that. There we go. And there we go. There is our Plentiful Plants card. So I'm offering a free card kit when you purchase the Plentiful Plants bundle. It consists of supplies for these 3 designs of cards. We have an easel card like this. Isn't that cute? And this amazing greenhouse card. So you open it up and it's a little greenhouse inside. Isn't that cool? So these are some of the pots and plants that you can cut out from the paper. These two. Thank you so much for watching my video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out all my other Plentiful Plants bundle videos. They're part of the Bloom Where You're Planted suite. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.